Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Onsite Renovation Group for September 18, 2018. We're down at 77 Glen Rose Circle Southwest in Atlanta. I'm your host, Dustin Griffin. We're here with my good friend Don DeRosa and Maria Rosenswike. We're going to be looking at her property today, a rehab she just finished and staged. She's in the final punch out as we speak. I saw a little bit of it a few minutes ago. It's looking really good. I think you're going to like it. The Onsite Renovation Group is sponsored by Baker Collins. They can fund your project in days, not weeks. So if you need a rehab loan, check them out, bakercollins.com. Joseph will be here in just a little bit to share a few words with you. I want to remind everybody we meet on the first and third Tuesday of every month at noon at real job sites. Whether it's a brand new rehab that has not even started, whether it's halfway finished, whether it's completely finished, we view them all, and we'd love to see yours. If you would like to feature your property on site, please let me know. Also want to remind you that you can watch these replays up on facebook.com/onsiteatlanta. That's facebook.com/onsiteatlanta, as well as our YouTube channel at youtube.com/AtlantaREIA. If you scroll down the page there, you'll see the on-site replay list. Also, we started putting them up on our website at onsite.atlantareia.com. That's onsite.atlantareia.com, and you can watch a lot of the replays that we have available. So we're going to begin. Again, we're here at 77 Glen Rose Circle Southwest in Atlanta with Marie Rosenswike. So we're going to get started. All right, I'm going to kind of pan around and show you the neighborhood real quick. This is on a cul-de-sac. Maria did renovate the house next door very recently and sold it for $210 back in June. We'll ask her probably a little bit about that property, and this is the property we're looking at today, the one she just finished up. Hadn't even put it on the market yet. So it is a private little cul-de-sac. There are a lot of rehabs that have already been done in the neighborhood, but her only neighbors here are a vacant lot, the house she just did, and then the house here across the street and one directly across the street, which has been rehabbed, but not like hers. And this one doesn't look like it's been rehabbed at all. And then the crossroad is just up ahead. All right. So that's going to want to give you a view of the front of the house. Got a lot of folks gathering outside. And we're going to get started. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Onsite Renovation Group. We are recording this. You're going to wave to everybody. Appreciate you guys coming out today. Before we get started, I like to do something we do at church. Will you turn around and say hi to the person next to you, somebody maybe you don't perhaps know yet, and just network and say hi real quick, introduce yourself. Hey, is your mic on? Yep. You can go ahead and turn it on. Say hi again.
Hi everybody, welcome to my fifth house with my 16 months in flipping business. This is my fifth house already.
Wow. Yeah. Congratulations.
Okay, before I start, do I need to start now?
No, I'm going to start first.
Okay.
Yeah. But stand over here in the sunlight because you're kind of like in the shadow. Perfect, right there. That's good. That's how you do it. All right, I just want to introduce everybody to the Onsite Renovation Group. This is a group that meets on the first and third Tuesday of every month at noon. And we go around town and look at different rehab projects. Could be one of yours if you have one you'd like us to come see. But we go look at rehabs before they've even begun. So you can see what they look like when they're raw and nothing's been done yet. We go sometimes and look at them after they've maybe already been demoed or cleaned out. Others we go see halfway finished. Some we see when they're almost finished. Some we see, bless you, when they're completely finished. The one we're looking at today is 99% finished. It's staged. I think she's just doing the final punch out as we speak. And she's going to be putting it on the market here real soon. So if you've got a property you'd like to showcase, please let me know. We saw Damon and Michael's a few weeks ago, last month, and looking forward to go back and seeing that house. That's going to be a major, major rehab here in Atlanta. And they described all the details of what it's going to be like, and it sounds like it's going to be pretty awesome. So they're making some progress on that one, so we will go back and revisit it. Cameron's here from New Western. We're trying to get one of their properties on the schedule here in the next couple months of one of their customers. So if you've got one you'd like us to see, please let us know for sure. And we can come see one of your properties more than once. So if you have more than one, we'd love to come see it. But this group is for people that want to get into rehabbing or who are already in it. Whether you're new or seasoned, you get to learn and watch and see what other investors are doing, whether they're brand new or whether they've been doing it for years or somewhere in between. So you heard Maria say she's been doing this for 6 months and this is her 5th rehab?
16.
16? 16? Okay, it's your accent. I didn't catch that. 16 months. I was going to say, that's pretty damn impressive, 6 months and 5 rehabs. 16 months is still pretty impressive. That's still very impressive because one of the big challenges right now is finding the inventory, right? So we're going to ask her how she found this property, how she found the house next door, which is hers as well, one she rehabbed recently and sold back in June for $210. And find out how she's finding all these good deals and how she analyzed the deal and decides a good deal from a bad deal, how much she puts into rehab, etc. But if you're looking to get into rehabbing, this is the group for you so that you can learn from other investors' mistakes and learn from their successes and what's working. So you maybe learn how to stage your house and what looks good and what's in style and what's not. That's really handy if you're a man and don't necessarily have good fashion sense of what's in style or not. You can see what other people are doing. Right, Art?
Right.
Right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to ask her some questions. So I'm going to turn around and point the camera at her. You guys can all gather around closer so you can hear. And I'm going to open it up some questions after I ask her a few. So let's get started with her. And if you can stand over here in the sun, you won't be in that shadow. I'll get a much better shot. All right, well, Maria, we really appreciate you having us here today. Let's start kind of from the beginning. How did you just said you've been doing this for 16 months.
Yes.
Tell us how you got started.
I want to know first who are the first timer.
Sure, ask them.
Who are the first timer? Go on this side. First time. You know?
So you haven't done your first rehab yet?
Yeah, that.
Okay, raise your hand if you hadn't done your first rehab yet.
Okay, go on this side. Who are members of REIA? Who are not? Sign up now.
Well, thank you.
So
Thank you.
who
I'll take that plug.
Who are the hard money lender? Take a look at this. These are the person that you need to. Only one? Who are the others?
Baker Collins is on the way.
Okay.
If you need money, come talk to me.
Yep, but we usually have a couple in the house.
Who are the real flippers?
They lend money too.
Real
So
flippers. Who are the floppers? Okay. Thanks everybody. Now these are all. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? I'm already 16 months and I did 5 and you need to follow my footsteps. Okay? You will be inspired with this. Thank you everybody for coming here in this area. But I want these who are not members, please sign up today because you'll get a lot of things here in REIA. Okay, to give you a brief where I got started, you know, Dustin and everybody, I've been looking for something that I want. Before I was doing in the Philippines, I'm an Asian, I'm a Filipina, and I did buy and sell, you know. I buy and then contract. So when I came here, I really like to know. When I came here, what will I do? I watch Kardashian, HGTV, Real Housewife of Atlanta. Well, I will be here. From HGTV or Real Housewife of Atlanta. So I said, now I'm going to start in the flipping. So I started, it's like I don't have money during the time. So I have 10, 20. I shared with the flippers in Hawaii. I came from Hawaii. So my 20,000 went 10,000 because, you know, expensive in Hawaii to sell. Only 2 months you share your money and then when the profits you get. So when I have this money, save, and I said, I can start it. So I went to Atlanta, moved in Atlanta 4 years. 2013, I've seen a lot of houses that is really, really good. but I didn't start during that time because I don't know how to start. I don't know the organization, and I don't know the hard money lender. I don't know anything at all. Like, so I've searched. I went to some seminars. I went to the Rich Daddy, Poor Daddy, Sugar Daddy. No. I went to Fortune Builder, Build Your Fortune. I went on that seminar. Actually, the Fortune Builder, they sold me. They sold me, because I throw a lot of questions. When I was in the Fortune Builder seminar, 2 days, I throw a lot of questions. I sit in front of it. I sit in front of it so that I can throw a lot of questions. But when the time that I had all the informations, and then next day, I signed up for 49,000. 49,000, I signed it up, But what happened is, I told them I need a help for my LLC, whom I'm going to turn to, how will I get, and then they gave me this bag. And when I take a look at all the bag, everything, I said, I know this already. So, okay, 49,000 is 49,000. Who are the Fortune Builder student?
One? Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't matter, if my experience is not the same as what you experience. I signed up for 49,000. I didn't get what I get, so I had it like reimbursed. I get my money back because they don't include me in their Facebook. They never give me an LLC or whatever. So I did my own. I put up my own LLC. I tried to find out where I can go. So I've been like roaming around like that. And then I went to the first REIA, and then they just, after 2 months, they just went out of here. They came from Florida or whatever. So it's funny because I came here and I said to myself, REIA is the best thing that I joined with. So your membership today, be it. Decide it right now. So I'm very, confident that I joined this because they are very helpful. You see a lot of investors like that. So
I appreciate the plug.
yeah, so on my first deal, it's just an accident on my first deal, which is like 30310. It's just like I'm chatting with a guy, and then they said, hey, I have a property in Kenilworth. I didn't even know the Kenilworth, And then, okay, let's meet. I've been wearing stiletto. And then I've seen like, where he's going? The house is really distressed. The leaves are all here, like that. And then I said, I don't think I can buy this because I don't know how to buy. I don't know the ARB. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. And then it took me 2 weeks to decide to buy that, but it's only 13,000. Yeah, he offered me 18,000. No, I said I have only 13,000. So when I got my money from Fortune Builder 49,000, I bought it right away, 13,000. And then from the student of the Fortune Builder, I met somebody who are like, they connect me with a contractor like that. So we got a 33,000 contract. You know how much we sold the house? 130,000. I made 80,000 on my first flip. I said, so if you make money, then you want it to do it again.
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible. I'm so excited. In just 3 months, I made 80,000. But not everything is the same as, when I had my second flip. I'm about to flop because I was screwed by the 3 contractors. This is the reason that's why you need to be very careful and study. The property is good. The ARB is good. And I've seen it that it's nothing with the property. It's with a mismanagement. It's with a contractor, whatever. I've been traveling from here to Hawaii and experienced that. And I know that I'm going to flop and I don't like it. I said I need to make like 10 or 20. So what I did is I did design the fence. I moved on the back. Whatever my excess materials, I put it like a seating, because I wanted to sell it fast or else I will be flop. You know what I mean? One day in the market, I sold my second property again, which is I bought from Mike Chuenka. So I sold. So I said, I need to do it again. I don't want it. So, and the third property is in an East Point. It's my wholesale. I sold it. I partner with some investors that I'm leading him to do this business. So when he doesn't have any more money, I finance him. We sold the East Point. We bought it like 55. We put like 95. Because the East Point is very hard to get a permit. It took us like 9-10 months. But we sold it on the higher price, like 220,000. You know, even we waited so long. But during the East Point, where I'm still renovating on this side, which I bought from someone sold to me. I found this in owners.com, you know.
The one next door?
Yeah, I found it in owners.com. But the owner doesn't responded to me. So what I did is I get an agent and I told him, can you bring me to this? He doesn't work anything. I said he contacted with a listing agent. He brought me that. And then when I take a look at it, it's still pretty good, but I really want to design it, everything, you know. It's pretty good. But then I started with that, and I'm inspired with that. And then after I did this renovation, and then we put in the market within 1 hour, the first client who came there, after 1 hour, she made an offer already. But my realtor said we need to wait until weekend so that we have 8 offers here, you know. That's why it went up to 210,000, but my listing is only 199.
Nice.
So while I was renovating that, I saw the owner here. She came here and she said she wants to renovate this. So I said, okay, then how much will you spend with that renovation? 30 will look like that.
Yeah, I did point that out earlier.
Yeah, 30 will look like that.
That house is rehabbed, but compared to these two, it's night and day.
30 will look like that compared to this. So he said, so I waited for him. I said, I'm interested with that. So she finally gave up because when she found out that this property she cannot renovate because she had a business loan. And then she held a bankruptcy, and this was tied up in their business loan. So I told him, when you had a business loan, and this is with a BT&T, and I told him, let's just do it like 20. No, we need it to 40. No, 20, so that I can give you the 20, because the bank will give you all of that. She doesn't listen to me. So when we go to, when the bank said, okay, how much you sell? 43. All the money went to the bank. They didn't get anything at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got this for 43?
Yes.
Very good. So let's talk about this deal. You found it because you were rehabbing next door and met the neighbor, bought it directly from her, didn't go through a wholesaler. And it was ugly. I don't know if you guys saw any pictures of it online.
I'll show you some pictures.
Right now?
Yep.
Would you get iPad?
I will bring.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was ugly. And you can probably look it up on Zillow. She totally changed the way the front of it looks. So she's going to grab some pictures, but it was ugly. And we'll ask her how much money she put into rehab. Also, while she's grabbing that, I want to introduce Joseph Castaneda real quick. Yep. And you can mute your mic real quick. Actually, I've got it muted. You don't have to worry about it. But while you're pulling those up, I want to introduce Joseph real quick. You guys were talking about hard money.
This is the hard money.
How's everybody doing?
He's a hard money lender. Hey, what's up?
Good, good. Guys, let's give it up for Miss Maria here. This
no doubt.
Is an amazing, a very amazing project. Just for all the women leaders here as well. Just, I mean, listen, you know, don't, you know, do your homework. Don't let any obstacles stop you from becoming an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Not just for the women, but obviously the guys as well. But anyways, my name is Joe Castaneda. I'm with Baker Collins. I'm an account executive. I help fund properties like this. I didn't do this one for Miss Maria, but any type of fix and flip projects you're trying to do, rentals, new construction, or commercial, definitely would love to help you out and fund your project. We typically close within 72 hours of us getting the appraisal back. We get you pre-approved with a proof of funds letter within about 24 hours of us getting all your information, okay? Our rates start at 7.9. We're very competitive, and what we look at is your middle credit score, preferably about a 620. We want to see what your liquidity position is, combining your checking account, your savings, business, IRA, 401k, everything all together. Your experience, and of course how strong this property is, right? So like for instance, if you would have given me this property before her doing hers, we would kind of see that there's a lot of activity going on. So we understand that the ARV is going to be up higher, so we'll give you a better loan to value scenario. So guys, if you guys have any questions as far as funding goes, please reach out to me. If those will have a pen or a cell phone, write down my number. My number is 404-599-5990. I am located here in the heart of Atlanta in Midtown, Atlantic Station. So if you guys want to, feel free and stop by our office and, talk about numbers and your projects, guys, feel free. All you have to do is just ask, and you'll be surprised how quickly we'll get you pre-approved. Okay? Dustin, thank you very much. Are you having questions? You have a question?
Yeah, I was gonna, did you bring cards?
Yes, I got some cards here. So just raise your hands. I'll go ahead and pass out some cards. And if you have any questions, we'll just pull you up to the side and help out your scenario, okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ms. Maria, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
Dustin,
Yep.
I'd like to show you this is the first property that I bought. Look how ugly it is. 1316 Kenilworth Drive. That's a lot of trashes in front.
That's hideous.
Yep. So when it came back, this is the one.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
And can we pass these around?
Yep. This is wherein I've been wearing my heels going there on that for my first date.
Yeah. She's famous for rehabbing in stilettos. That's her thing. You guys check out the shoes. Show them off. We got pictures of her rehabbing in high heel boots and stilettos.
Yeah. And then this is the second one. It is located in 881 Midway Street, 30315. And then after that, this is the famous one that I did.
Wow.
It sold within 1 day in the market,
How much that one cost? Did it sell it for?
170. This was called, I bought this for 38,000.
Keep them together. She'll pass them around. You guys can check them out.
And then this is at East Point, Georgia, 1381 Washington Avenue, East Point, Georgia. I wholesale this to one of the investors that I met, and I told him that I will design his house. I will help him, everything, And when he can't get a hard money loan, so I was the one who financed his construction. And now it is.
Wow. You do really good work.
Yeah,
Jeez.
you know.
Not bad for somebody that's only been doing it for a year and a half.
And then, you see this area? That is that one. Have you seen that one?
That one is not as
That
hideous
is-
as the other ones.
Yeah, that is that one, you know.
All right, and you guys can see the finished product now, but this is what it looked like before.
Yep. I forgot to, it was in the on-site renovation where in the pictures of this have.
Yes.
You know.
Yep.
So now this is my fifth. For 16 months, I've learned a lot. I flip, I flop, but I don't give up.
No doubt. Now, you got one of this one before?
Yes. Yep. I don't give up. So for all the first timers, do it right now while the market's high. Do it. For all those who are not members, do it, and we'll share together. We'll help you with everything.
What's your advice you give us for first time trying to flip, trying to rehab? What advice you give us?
Tell me if you have a good deal. All of us here who are very experienced in the flipping will know if it's a good deal or not a good deal. Okay, how can I find my property? First, I found a property, let's say 1,300 square foot. How much is the rehab cost? Rehab cost, you really want to have nice, it ranges from 60 to 75. It depends on your rehab. You can have rehab 30, you can rehab 40, you can rehab 50. But if you meet the 60 to 75 and take a look at first the property, how much the property costs and the rehab costs and how much you get the ARV. How do you get the ARV? Take a look at Google all the properties that was sold within 6 months on that area, you know, and then take a look at the square footage. Then that's, oh, there's someone that was sold, you know. Then that's the time that, oh, this is a good one. But you still need to see the inside. If there is a foundation issues, roofing. Of course, if you want to gut it all around, you need to prepare 60 to 70, 75. Is that done? Yep.
So Don, you want to come get up on the front porch? You guys try to stand in the light instead of the shade to get a better picture.
Yeah.
But his question to you was, what advice do you have for young people that haven't done their first fix and flip yet? What's your advice? Both of you.
You need to have a good credit score.
We got that.
No, I mean,
Well, I can give you my opinion.
Please.
My advice is if you're brand new, you've never done this before, and you're doing a house like this, don't do it on your own.
yeah.
Find somebody to help
Get a
you with it.
partner.
Find somebody that's done deals before that has done renovation. Who asked that question? Find somebody that's
Partner with
done lots of renovations and work with them. Because this business is, especially with contractors the way they are, you've heard her mention how she went through several contractors. If you don't know what you're doing, contractors will take advantage of you and they literally will take you broke.
Yeah.
So you may do everything right up to that point, and if you don't know how to handle contractors, I mean, I see contractors all the time, and it's not uncommon for a contractor to say they want 50% of the repair budget up front. Well, don't ever do that. If that's the contractor and they say, well, I won't do the deal if I don't get 50%, then don't do the deal with them. Those aren't the contractors that you want. You want to be able to give the contractor enough money to get started. If that means buying some materials for him until he gets some stuff done, then give him a draw. But do yourself a favor, don't give a very large percentage of your rehab, because if they walk, you're screwed. So it's far easier to give more draws out as they progress, which is better for you anyways. You know, you hear people say, give 3 draws. On a project like this, don't give 3 draws, give more than that. Try to pay them every 7 to 10 days. Figure out what the draws would be once a week, and make them hit that. If they don't hit it, then don't pay them until whatever that draw is done, because they need to be paid every week. Their guys need to be paid every week.
And we have a couple hard money lenders here if you want to ask them about how they do their draw schedules. Hear it straight from the mouth of the
Well,
the
most
lenders.
hard money lenders will do it. If you don't have a draw schedule, they're going to provide one for you. They're going to give you what they are used to. So the draw schedules are up to you. But if you don't know what you're doing, that's why I said come to somebody else that's been doing this successfully, and get that.
All right. Now, speaking of draw schedules and rehabs, you told us you purchased this one for $43.
Yeah.
What did you think the ARV was at the time? Because I don't know that you'd sold that one yet.
210. Yes.
So you'd already sold that one before you started on this
yes.
one.
I already sold. So there is a comparable already 210.
Okay.
But of course the market is going up, It depends on how many would like this.
Right.
So it will go up, because of the offer.
Right. So how much did you put into repairs on this one? And what did you originally estimate versus what you ended up putting into it?
75. My estimate is 75 because I really want inside. I want different fixtures. I don't go with ordinary fixtures, I don't copy with others who are like doing, like my showers is different, which I use. My lights are different, I
Yeah, it
don't
looked real
use
trendy
them,
when I went inside a few minutes ago.
And then I stage my own. And then some investors here who never sold their house, when I staged it within 1 week, they sold their house. They help me, they call me, help me. What is missing here?
So you do your own staging
Yes.
yourself. You don't
Yes.
hire it out, you do it.
I do it myself and they hire me to do it,
Nice. Do you work for hire for that? If some of these guys,
I work. I
Okay.
work with that. I help them to design interior it because just like someone called me, said, "Oh, stage my house. Take a look at there. It's like cosmetics, you know, they just painted and take a look at the ceiling. It's popcorn. And I said, no, I'm not going to display all my furnitures here wherein your ceiling is still popcorn, you know.
So popcorn's no longer in style, right?
No, I said, remove that. I'll remove my furniture. I mean, it's my name.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm carrying my name, and then who staged this? What is this like that? It looks like I decorated, and then that's not my style. I said, put a crown molding. You know how much you spend? 500, how much you get in return? You know?
Yep.
Don't afraid to spend little things when it comes to, you know.
So Don, before we open up to questions from the audience, you got any questions for Maria?
Nothing right now that she hasn't answered. I do like the style. Actually, I think you did a great job up front. Your contractor, was this you that put this in?
Yes, actually, I only hired handyman. I manage my own team, you know, which is a lot of stress to me because from Acworth, coming back here is every day just to make sure that everything is done right. You know, I said, take a look at, give me in the video. No, that's not right. Book it back and then I'll be there. Don't stop it like that. Especially in the inside. I'm not going to have something to close the wall until I inspected every wood has been cut with all the rotten woods. And even the insulation, I'm not going to close it until I finally inspected all the insulation. Even the inspector will inspect it, you know, because I want to be very nice with the inspector. You know what I mean? Because some of them are my friends, you know, but I don't want to be embarrassed and said, oh, you're fail.
So
You know what
tell
I
me,
mean?
what was your ARV on this again?
210.
210, same as that one.
Yeah, 210, but it
And
depends.
then we bought it for
43,
43. Okay, and you're going to put how much in it?
85.
Okay, that's good.
You still have with it, even it's a 70,000 ARV, you have 100,000 to play.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
You have 100,000 to play with this. I have 100,000. I learned on how to do it.
Yep.
You know, but why will I spend 100,000 if you can spend it later?
How many people like those numbers? Okay.
Keep 'em up.
Keep your hands up.
Yeah, I just want to get you in the video.
Because I'm going to point something out. A lot of you, and this isn't a knock on anyone, a lot of you turn to other folks to find you deals.
Yeah.
Okay? When you do that, you're at their mercy because you didn't find this deal through someone else. You
Yeah.
found this deal through her. She found this deal herself.
Yeah.
So my advice is if you've got to learn how to find these deals yourself. Going to someone else, whoever that may be, to find you a deal and you pay for that service, you're always going to make less.
Yes.
And in some cases, if they're not a trustworthy individual or they're not a service that is reputable, you may be upside down going in before you even realize it. Because how many people think we're going to continue to see an upward swing of price values on homes?
Maybe another year.
Couple. We got a few people
Couple,
doing
yeah.
this. We got one or two people doing this. How many people think it's going to start going into, right now we're in what kind of market?
Sellers.
Seller's market. What does that mean?
Prices
That
are-
means that prices are climbing.
Yep.
Did you hear that? It depends on where you're at.
Exactly. So, I just saw some statistics. I don't know if Lorraine's here. She sent out some statistics on Case-Shiller, but the what I'll call entry homes, the prices are still pretty stable and they're still increasing, but they're starting to slow down in the middle type pricing of the houses. So the middle areas, right? So what does that mean? I mean, that's pretty natural going into this time of the year, towards the end of the year. Everyone's settling in, going back to school, so on and so forth, getting ready for holidays, so to speak, and then they'll pick back up. So we won't see that until January and February. But just keep that in mind when you're going to look at a property. Just because that house sold for $210,
Yeah.
doesn't mean that this house will sell for $210. It might, it absolutely might. But you just have to look at the neighborhood, the specific neighborhoods, and go, okay, pay attention to how many people use Zillow or look at Zillow. Zillow is a great indicator because of not so much the values. Look at the red and the yellows. Anybody know what the red means? Red houses?
Red houses, yeah.
For sale. Anyone know what the yellows mean?
Sold.
Solds. 6 months ago, you had a disproportionate amount of yellows, meaning there was lots of yellows, meaning lots of solds, very few reds. 6 months later, fast forward, the reds are now catching up to the yellows. What does that mean?
They're not selling.
People were selling, a lot of the stuff is coming onto the market and it's sitting. Okay, so keep an eye on those areas and pay attention to what the ratio is of the numbers that are for sale versus the numbers that are sold. And if you start to see a tip, that's an indication. So be careful when you're putting your ARV. Don't just assume that it's automatically going to continue to climb.
Yep. Because it could be slowing down because, you know, the seasons.
Yes.
As we go in and out of the seasons, or it could be due to the market cycle starting to shift.
You know, I don't know the exact numbers, but I know contracts that were written are down, if I remember, anybody saw that article, 11% from last year? Okay, that just tells me people are slowing down. Also, I pay attention to social media. Lots of wholesalers are out there saying on social media, where's my buyers? Anybody seeing those emails or those?
Yes.
They're saying, where's all the buyers? That's an indicator, folks. That's an indicator saying that people aren't spending as much money now as they, you know, with interest rates climbing ever so slightly, you've got a lot of things going on. So all I'm trying to tell you is I'm not trying to discourage you from any of this by any stretch. Just be very careful. Do your own homework. Do your due diligence. Make sure it's you understanding. And if you don't know, don't trust the person you're buying for. If they're giving you data, don't trust that data. Come to someone that is a third party that you can trust and say, hey, help me out with this. Am I getting a good deal? And then you can make an educated decision. Demond.
Could you also say, like, well, what I've been noticing, because we still do a lot, we're trying to do a bunch of wholesaling now too, or just find deals direct to rehab. But a lot of people, because of HTGB and whatnot, everybody's trying to be a wholesaler or flipper, and they're going out and they think the market's hot per se,
Yep.
and think the ARV is 300,000 when it's really 220.
Yes.
And so they're out here buying these properties for high, and they're getting stuck with them, and they're trying to sell them for either what they bought them for, or try to get a little extra, because now they're like, holy crap, I'm in the hole. But they're just holding on to them because nobody wants to buy it for that much.
Okay, forget
So they
about,
just
okay,
sit.
when you go to buy a property, forget about, do you think the person selling you the property has your best interest at heart?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so with that, take that with a grain of salt. Do your own homework. Don't trust any number anybody gives you. Even myself, if I come to you and say, here, this is value is this, you shouldn't trust anybody.
And if you do trust but verify.
Exactly.
For
Well, that's
sure.
what I mean. I don't mean not trust me. Just verify it for yourself, because nobody has your best interest at heart more so than you. So, you know, I see that a lot. I see wholesalers or people selling houses, and they're trying to convince the person buying to buy this house because they think it's a good deal. If it's a good deal, it'll sell quickly. There's a lot of investors out here that know their numbers and know what they're doing. So if a good deal has happened, if it's a good deal, guess what? It'll sell fast. If it's lingering for any reason, chances are not that great of a deal. Just giving you my 2 cents.
If it was a great deal, it would fly off the shelf.
Exactly. A great deal flies off the shelf.
What were the figures again on this?
Bought it for 49.
Was that-
43?
43, I'm
Can
sorry.
you repeat that question?
What were the figures again on this particular house?
Bought it for
43.
43. ARV is 210. And she put
85?
85 in it.
60 days, 60,
For repairs? For
60 plus 1 week, like that, yes.
Well, you did all this in 60 days?
Yes, you know what? I'll tell you my style. I don't hire one full contractor. I hire those outside first, and then I hire more people on the inside, simultaneously working, because I'm telling you, I'm the one managing it. You know, simultaneously working because I want it fast. I want it fast.
Yep.
If I got a contractor, they will send 2 people to say 3 months, and then you're getting a heart attack because it's not yet done. It's not yet done.
Now, is that 60 days with permits, or did you just not do that?
With permits.
Wow.
This is what you need to do. You get a general permit first, you know, so that you can you can renovate the inside, and then if you want an addition, then yes, sir, you're adding one bathroom, put again another permit, and that's one day express.
She brings up a good point, and a lot of you tend to, well, most rehabbers tend to do it backwards.
Yes.
They tend to work on the inside first,
Yeah.
and what happens is,
Someone caught them.
well, what happens is they spend all their money on the inside and they forget about the outside.
Yeah.
Or they run out of money for the outside and then they limp along on the outside. Here's my advice to you. If you're renovating, do both simultaneously. Do the outside first, get it in good shape, because you never know who's going to walk by
Yep.
and want that house before you ever get it listed, just by the outside of it. You'll get more and more people, more and more interest in this property by doing the outside first or simultaneously, because the people that are working on the outside are different than the people working on the inside. So there's no reason for you not to do both at the same time, other than you hire one guy that, like she said, brings two guys there and that's all they can do.
I want to let everybody know, I want to open it up to questions, but wait till I turn around and actually point the microphone at you so the people watching at home can hear. And then I'll approach you with the mic so we can all hear.
Did you add square footage to the house?
Yes.
How much?
Maybe 280.
280.
Where did you add it?
The bathroom, master bedroom, the master bath, ensuite bath with jacuzzi, with a closet, you know.
But where did you add the square footage? Meaning, did you fill in the garage?
Yeah, it is already like covered, so I just have it, you know.
It was a carport, if I recall.
Yeah, it is a carport.
And by the way, did you have pictures of this house the way it looked before?
Yeah, it was in my website.
Okay, because I saw you got your photos out. I wasn't sure if you had one of this one.
I didn't print it because I thought that in the on-site renovation you see
Yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully you guys saw it. I did put it up on the website, the before pictures of how ugly it was. Come on.
You know, hold on, one more thing. Curb appeal, folks, means everything. Because I would venture to say this house and that house didn't look too much different when they first started, but they look dramatically different now. That house, hopefully no one's here and they don't take offense to this, but that house could have gold-plated toilets on the inside,
Yeah.
but you won't get anybody out of the car because there's no
Curb appeal.
there's no curb appeal to that.
You're
They
talking
didn't
about the one
spend any
across the
money on
street.
landscaping. They changed nothing on the outside to make it have a better feel and look and feel. They gave it no curb appeal. So you could have, literally, you could spend $120,000 on the inside, gold-plated toilets,
No,
and
but-
you would never sell that house because they won't get you out of the car.
And you also probably don't get full market value for it either
you've
because they
got to
didn't
make
put as
sure
much
that this
money into
house
it.
looks beautiful and someone walks up to it and goes,
Wow.
oh my God, I love that house. And they got to love it from the outside in order to get them out of the car.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, Damon, you had a question?
Oh, I just want to know, with the added square footage, how much square footage?
This is now all 1,347.
1,300 square feet. They're almost 1,400.
Yep.
All right. Question back in the back.
I was wondering if she could go back to what she was talking about, the permits, because we couldn't really hear it back here about how she did it. And also, since you were talking about the curb appeal and the outside of the house versus the inside of the house, I was wondering, Kim, if you could share with us, either if it's just in a percentage of how much you spent to improve the outside, or
Is
dollar
it-
figure.
Actually, this doesn't, the outside, the sidings, I'm telling you how much I spent for the sidings, is I bought this flank for like,
Hardy plank.
hardy plank is like 1,500, the labor is like 800. See how much, then you put the,
You
know.
wrap the whole house?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good deal.
I have budget.
Okay.
I put myself in a budget. This is the siding. When I buy materials, I separated the hardy flags. I separated all the materials for the siding so that I'm perfect in estimating the outside, the siding. You know, if I added 500 or 1,000, but I know now how to estimate the sidings. You know what I mean? And then I just bought it this, and then I nail it. You know, and then you have a curb appeal. You know, and then this is how much you think the double door costs. How much the door? 400. The double door.
Nah, $800.
The double door?
Just the cost of the door?
Yes, the double door. They're selling, you know.
$600 to $800.
Yeah, $750, okay? So what I did, because when you go to Home Depot, they're selling you double door at $1,200. That is it. So what I did, I bought 2 single door. And then I join together. My carpenter said, I don't know how to do it. I'll show to him on how to do it. Turn this jump, put it up, and then connect, and then buy the T-Astrogel. So he connected it, and then see, now he has experience, and now he's offering it to someone else.
Wow.
She knows how to save money, doesn't
Well,
she?
I'll tell you another way to do it. There's a surplus store. You could probably spend about $800 on that door, and it's the whole frame.
Yeah.
Don't go to Home Depot or
Yeah,
Lowe's
this is
for this.
$1,200 in Lowe's.
Yeah, don't
you
go
know.
to Home Depot and Lowe's for that.
Builder surplus.
Yeah, there's a builder
Builder
surplus, or
surplus.
there's a place over in Smyrna that does nothing but windows and doors.
Does
Like
it?
they're, yeah, I can't remember what the name of it is.
Right.
When you're doing a rehab and you're purchasing supplies, is it better, like you said, for builder surplus to get everything like your sheetrock and everything, or does?
Yeah, it's always better. Well, if you're going to get it all at once, I wouldn't get it all at once, because and especially in areas like, especially inside the perimeter, you may come back one day and it's gone. So you don't want to put all of your eggs in one basket, so to speak. You have no place to put them. So I would do them in chunks. Even if you go and buy it all at one time, well, they won't let you store it there forever, but yeah, I would be careful dropping it all in one place.
And builder surplus would be better for those items compared.
If you could go to builder surpluses or what's the PMC, and buy a lot of that, most of the stuff that we buy nowadays is not at Home Depot and Lowe's.
Yeah.
It's at builder surplus or builder supplies, because you're going to buy cheaper. Like your trim, that's always going to be cheaper at a
Builder
supply
surplus,
house
yeah.
than it will at Home Depot or Lowe's. Because remember, those are retail prices. Those are for retail folks that are doing weekend warrior home projects.
Any other questions from the audience? One right here.
See me. You have a question?
When you first started out, how did you know exactly all the materials you needed to complete a job?
I told you I don't have any experience. One of my classmates knows a contractor. So since I get the very, very low cost of houses, and I said, I'll just buy it anyway. If it doesn't sell, I will rent it, you know. But people are saying, oh, you buy they're going to, even if you are first time, they're going to turn you down. Don't buy that, you know what I mean? I got a lot of that, and then I told them, you know, I'm buying this because I saw gold inside the house. So that's what happened.
All right, I got a question. Since we're standing on the exterior, can you tell us how the house looked before and what all you did to change the curb appeal and make it look good?
So
people-
this house, this is the same as like this one, straight. Have you seen that house? It's only have a porch like that, straight porch. So what
Yep.
I did is to put the high porch, and then they have this one, but that's not column. It's like, you know, like metal. So I put a column. I designed a column, and then I added some square footage on this one. You know, yeah, I extended it out, and then I throw a lot of, you know, like soil or whatever, bricks or whatever to throw so that it will be flat, and then cemented it, and then put these beautiful tiles on it.
Yep, and you also dramatically changed the roof line to give it more
Yeah,
curb appeal.
yeah.
All this was added.
Yes, that's what it is.
And the front was a carport.
Yep,
It's been converted to a bedroom or something. We'll see it here shortly.
yeah.
Well, I heard you mention Fortune Builders. How many Fortune Builders people we have in here? Just one, right? I thought I saw one hand go up. How many?
Well fit, $500.
Okay, so how many people are interested in that type of education? Because if you're interested in having someone hold your hand, I need to mention this because I usually wait till the end, but it's kind of, we have a group called Property Protege Group. How many people have heard of it? Okay, who's in the group right now? Raise your hand. So you kind of look around. There's probably 6 or 7 of people here. If you're interested in learning more and you don't know where to turn, okay, going to someone like that's good, but you don't have to spend $49,000.
That's right.
Okay, you don't have to spend even remotely that much money to learn what she did. We have a meeting tomorrow night at, well, I originally said it was at 6. For PPG members, pay attention because I wrote 6 o'clock on the GroupMe message, but I think it's going to be 6:30 because I don't think they're going to have. Tomorrow night I was going to show you how to market by using Zillow and scraping, but I'm not sure whether or not I'll have it done by then. So I'm going to move it back to 6:30 just to be sure. So if you want to come tomorrow for free and just check out the group, won't cost you a dime. Come take a look at us. It's group coaching. It's coaching for a whole year. We meet every Wednesday from 7 o'clock until, or 6 o'clock, depending on where we are, all the way up to 10 or 11 o'clock. So if you're interested, this is my open invitation to you all to come check it out. If you're a PPG member, raise your hand so these people, so anybody can see you. If you are interested in that, talk to the people that have their hand raised, ask them about it, see if it's worth coming for one time to check it out. I promise you it will be. But
The address is 3125 Presidential Parkway in Atlanta.
It's the same place as the general meeting.
Yep. Meet in the same room.
I would suggest that compared to the 49,000, which is 39,000, 29,000, you better get there. You know what Fortune Builders said? They need to offer you a loan to pay for that. Why not just get your credit card and pay for Prodigy?
Yeah, it's not even remotely close to the price.
A tenth of the price.
It's not even, you know.
It's not even a tenth of a price, the
Yeah.
price. So check it out, and if
Come
you're
see for
interested,
yourself tomorrow.
come see for yourself. That's all.
Yep.
Plus when you do become a member, you get to come to all of the weekly or weekend events that we do as a REIA group. Absolutely free. You don't pay for anything. You become more of a platinum type member at Atlanta REIA. So you get
I think
basically everything for
I
free.
will become a member because what happened before?
You should.
is-
You got a lot to
You
contribute.
should.
Yeah, before is because the Wednesday is my working day.
Yeah.
It started
Yeah,
on
we'll
Wednesday.
stop by after work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's worth coming and checking out anyway.
Yeah, because the learning is
And
the wisdom.
yeah, we call it
Nobody can.
We call it group coaching. Don and I are your coaches, but everybody in the group coaches each other
Yeah.
Yeah.
because everybody has
it's a
different,
we
different
truly-
levels of experience.
I mean, would you guys agree this is more of a family environment?
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah. So if you want that type of environment that fosters learning, questions, helping, hand helping, you know, I mean,
129 TPG members.
yeah, we have over 129 people in the group. So
There's a lot of knowledge to go
There's a lot
around,
of
and we'd
knowledge.
love to have you contribute and share with us. So we've seen the front of the property. Can we, before we go inside?
Somebody's asking questions.
Oh, you got a quick question?
I'm still amazed that you had this wrap for how much?
85.
No. The siding.
800
Yeah.
plus her cost?
That's amazing.
Amazing.
I don't quite know how she did it. I'm sure it's based on the contract because
Mexican guys.
she's about right on the supplies.
Yep.
The labor's where I'm amazed. So
It's not very
I don't
high,
want you to go out. For those of you that I don't want you to go out and think it's going to cost you $2,000 to wrap a house this size.
That's
Huh?
a really, really, really good
She
price.
just did the front.
No,
No,
it's
it's a whole house.
It's a whole house.
We're gonna walk around and see it.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there's a brick on the side. It's only in the front.
Oh, it's in the front. Okay.
Yeah, on the front.
You're good
and
then.
no.
I thought it was the whole house.
It's wrapped all the way around.
Yeah,
Walk back
it's
there.
We're getting ready to go back there. So
Okay.
we'll check it out.
All right.
So before we go,
Brick here, siding there, and then siding the back.
yep.
Okay, so 3 sides.
Before we go back there, we had one more question here, and then we're going to walk around back, and we'll take some more questions back there before we go inside.
Yeah, I think, Maria, it's important to note and let everybody here note that when you took that project on, there was a little bit of a risk, right? 'Cause
Yes.
You set the market price in
Yes.
this neighborhood.
Yes.
There weren't comps in this area, so she set it. She came in this community and she set the market price.
Because
She's
I don't
probably
want to
gonna get the same
go,
price from.
I don't want to go with a lot of people who are renovating. It's a lot of competitions, you know.
Yep.
Especially if they do it bad and then sell it below.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna be like, well, I
Yeah.
the same house was renovated, but it's not the same renovation.
Yep.
Maria, did they come before or after you? Which one? When did they get to do that one?
They're renovating that while I'm renovating that. And then I'm done with it, they're still renovating that. And then I started it, they're still renovating that.
Yeah, I saw a couple people coming and going a few minutes ago over there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they always listed. I've seen that.
My guy pick up the trash there because I've been friend with the contractor there. You know, since my guy pick up all the trash here and said, I'm going to pick up your trash too.
So we want to go see the backyard before we go inside. Which way should we go? This way or this way?
You can go here side and then you can, if you have there is a coke there is a water inside, go at the back before you go to inside.
Yeah, we're going to go in the back
Yeah,
first.
this one here.
Yep. Do we go through this
Yes.
way? Okay. All right, we're going to follow you to the back. Don,
Yeah.
you going to meet us out back?
She wrapped the whole
Okay.
house. That's pretty damn good.
All right, Don, where are you?
I'm around back.
All right, your mic's hot.
I know.
All right, so you did notice the sides are wrapped. The top part is not. It looks like plywood, and she did a creative design up there.
Okay, so it's 2 sides plus this. The rest is brick, right?
Yeah. We're still doing some punch out, you know, before we put in the market.
Okay.
So come check out the rear deck. Check out the brick, painted brick. They're doing some punch out still. They hadn't quite finished. She's got the backyard staged up a little bit. Put a wraparound fence.
That fence is my style. If you see a house, that's original from me.
That is
Go
nice.
and sit. Go and sit wherever you can sit.
Yep. You see she's got the homemade lawn
Yeah,
furniture.
I made that. I teach my workers on how to do it.
It's cinder blocks.
Yeah, center
lumber.
blocks and then just 2x4 or 4x4.
Just to stage it and make it look good.
Your
It's
patio
staged.
furniture, where'd
Yeah.
you buy it?
This one, I bought it, sometimes it's on sale, 800 for the whole.
Whereabouts? Where do you get furniture like this?
Online, I forgot it because this is
Wayfair?
already like,
Wayfair?
no, there was something else because this is 4 years already. It is in
Overstock?
my house. Yeah.
.com?
No, it's not. I forgot. Yeah, this is in my house.
Oh,
I just brought it.
yeah, so I wanted our back patio.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours is very similar. Very similar. All right, you got any questions about the exterior before we go inside? About anything she's done so far? Any questions? Say a little bit louder.
I just was telling her I like her sitting area.
Yeah, we do too.
Oh, there's a puppy.
So was the deck there before?
No, I added a deck. So have you seen this one? I added this one, but these are all pallets. You know the pallets when they delivered materials, I put it together and then I just put a plyboard and I put a, what do you call this, cover in it, and then I just put that.
So what she's saying is that's a bunch of pallets put together
Yes.
with plywood or something over top of it and then AstroTurf.
Yep.
Indoor, outdoor AstroTurf carpet. So she made some of this stuff fairly inexpensive. Now, over there where Elle is sitting, is that
Center blocks.
a fire pit?
That is a table. Here we come with the fire pit.
But if you could take the lid off and make it a fire pit?
Yes.
So it's a table and or a fire
No,
pit.
it's not yet done.
She's not done yet, but she's got it laid out to see what it's going to look like.
Can they have this?
Yeah. Any other questions about the exterior before we go inside?
Hey, can you get some drinks first if you want?
Yeah, we've got beer over. Oh, I don't know if it's beer. I thought I heard Alan say beer. But she's got some beverages over here if you want to come grab one. Now, do you want them to bring beverages in the house or not?
No, that's fine.
All right, just
It
don't
doesn't
spill it.
matter.
Anything.
Don't
Yep.
spill it. But come on in and grab a beverage and we'll kind of funnel on inside, get you out of the
And
heat.
we have a food here. Come on.
Alan, will you grab me one?
Sponsor.
Water. I'm going to follow them inside. Thank you, Alan.
Get your things, serve yourself.
Oh, wow. We got pizza?
Yes,
Wow.
serve yourself. I know you're hungry. You'll not appreciate the inside if your stomach is.
All right, so we're going to give everybody a chance to come on inside, grab a drink, grab some pizza. We'll congregate in here and she'll introduce us to the inside of the house, tell us what it's all about. Hey, Alan, can you open that for me? I've only got one free hand.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, 808-397.
All right, come on in. Grab a drink. We got pizza over here if you'd like some pizza.
Let's just open the door.
Just be real careful not to spill it.
Because the aircon was not 397-915.
But I'm going to kind of pan around the house real quick while everybody gathers to check out some of her finishes. Pretty unique light fixture. And this is staging you don't see every day. The colors look very in town. Real nice style. Check out the coffee table. And look at the additions to the wall.
Yeah, that's...
The built-ins.
Yeah.
The trim. We'll talk about that in just a minute. I'm just showing everybody while they're assembling. A little fireplace. I don't know if that's faux or if it's real. We'll find out. So, again, she's not quite finished. She's punching it out. But she's 99% there.
Yeah, we're punching up. Yes.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. You can buy that in Amazon or, you know.
Very stylish. I like the blues. I'm just going to kind of pan around and show you guys the kitchen. The tile. Wine cooler right there. Is that what that is? Yeah. So you can tell when there's a lady's touch for sure. Compared to some of the stuff we do as men.
Let's open this light too. Come on in.
We're trying.
Well, you'll be glad once you get in. It's a little bit cooler in here. Got some pizza. Got some water, Cokes. If somebody can find DeRosa, bring him on back in.
He's talking to a PPG.
Okay. There he is. Don, we got pizza over here if you want some pizza.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
But we're going to let everybody kind of re-congregate in here. We'll start talking about the interior. Then we'll turn you loose, let you go look at everything.
It's still on the other side. It's not just enclosure only. Oh, no problem.
This is probably the master. We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, that is jacuzzi.
I like
you know,
the
these
open.
three are
I
all.
like not all open
These are
shelves.
closet
I like
with beveled
the.
mirror. These are all
That's
closet.
just
I'm going to have you give us a tour in just a little bit.
Yeah.
If you were to go more, I think it's too much.
No, this is girls. This is another than girls, and that is
Yeah, she did a good job.
that is with a beveled mirror on it.
All right, you're on. All right, well, get over here. You two kind of stand together, maybe on over here by the fridge, where I can get you both in the shot. So everybody got pizza that wants some pizza and Cokes and beverages?
Hot.
All right, you guys gather around. We're going to let you ask some more questions before we turn you loose in here, but you can already get a good idea of what the house looks like, a lot of the lighting fixtures. But talk to us about the interior, what you did, where you get your product, and this unique style you seem to have.
With this one, all the lights I bought in Amazon.com, you know, because I want I want to design a crystal.
Hold on one second. This, folks, this is a finished product, so as you're walking through, try not to touch the walls.
Yeah.
Yep, especially with pizza on your hands.
That way she doesn't have to repaint and touch. I mean, we come to these things, but we got to make sure that we keep it clean. So I just wanted to mention that because there's lots of people in this room.
Yep.
What color is your wall color?
That is a Sherwin-Williams Olympus white.
Olympus white? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Olympus white.
It looks kind of grayish
Yeah.
for the people at home.
Yeah.
Like a gray blue.
It's like a grayish, bluish, but it's called Olympic white.
Okay, so I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No,
Go
no.
ahead. About your
But yeah, please be mindful. This is, like Don said, a finished rehab, 99% finished. But tell us about the interior, what you did in here.
Yeah, this one is usually the conservative type, like that one. So I made it like, I added 2x6 because this is an engineered, what do you call that?
LVL.
Yeah, I added an LBL here, which is 19 feet or 24 feet. And then this one, I put a 2x6 for each all rafters.
So
to hold.
this wasn't here.
No,
Well,
it's straight.
Describe it to us.
This is a straight,
So the roof was straight across here.
straight across here.
Wow.
So what I did is I take a look at anything, then when I open it up, it is like, the engineered, what do you call that?
The LVL beams?
No, it is like roof. The
trusses,
No,
the
the
roof
trusses,
trusses.
engineered truss. So what I said to my carpenters is just add a 2x6 for everything, and then here, just get a 24 inches LVL and tied up with hurricane tie, tied it all together.
So there was a wall here.
Yep.
Took out this wall. Okay. Opened it up. The open floor plan. So when you walk through the front door, here, the double doors, you walk straight into this area. Looks good.
All these are LED lights.
Yep.
So yeah, they were admiring the lights. So you got all these from Amazon?
Amazon. I got it Amazon.
So just for the folks at home, what do you search for when you go on to Amazon to look for lights like this? What do you?
Yeah, if my style is like, I want to put crystal. I want to search crystal, everything is. I want to make it like the bronze one, which is like, then I will take a look at everything like that. So that's what. I know exactly when I'm building a house, I know exactly what I'm studying, what will I put on this house.
Yep. But look around and notice a lot of the touches for a house in this price range. Is this a lot of bang for your buck for whoever buys it for $210 in this part of town with these kind of finishes?
The nice thing, one of the things I like that she did, a lot of times people go nuts one way or the other. They put all one thing or all something else. And she did a nice job with, like a lot of times people will come in and do nothing but open shelving. But she did open shelving there and a wine rack there, which I like. That's a great little touch.
That a lot of men don't think about.
Yeah, that's a great little touch.
So that's why it's good to see, the ladies' touch.
Yeah.
And what they add. But check out, the vent hood, the stove there, the Whirlpool, still got all the plastic on it. You leave that on there. All the stickers you leave on there. Microwave.
Yeah.
The shaker cabinets. Notice the tile backsplash goes all the way to the ceiling. See that? Nice touch. Nice huge island.
Yep. So what I did with the island, okay, I'll send you the tip. What I did with the island, these are all cabinets. Are you listening? These are all cabinets. So I combine all the cabinets, put it together, and combine the other one, put it together, and then, yes. Yeah, I'm the one who was combining, and I just tell to the carpenter, nail here, nail there. Yeah.
Do you ever do it that way, Don? How do you do
Yeah,
your
these are all cabinets. This is a 24.
I mean, this is, each cabinet is 24 inches,
Yeah,
24 inches deep.
Yep.
So this is 48 inches deep.
Yep.
Well, actually it's less because she has this cabinet turned this
Turn
way.
into this way, and then I added a cabinet, turn on this way.
Yeah, so is that an upper cabinet?
Yep.
Okay.
That
so,
is the base cabinet, upper cabinet.
I was going to say that's an
That
upper
is the
cabinet.
upper cabinet.
Because if you put, if you
Huh?
listen, pay
This
attention,
is
folks.
turned into this one, and then that was upper cabinet.
Listen,
So I put it together.
This is the depth of a normal
Yeah,
cabinet, 24
24.
inches, 25
You
inches.
got it.
Okay.
And then this is,
So if you had a double cabinet, a lot of times people will put a double cabinet in, meaning
it's 48.
it's 48 inches wide. So
Yeah.
that would make this further out into this area.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that she took
I did it
a
put
normal
another-
cabinet. This is probably
18 or
this
15?
this might be a 21-inch cabinet.
Yep, whatever.
So you basically got 24 and 21 because this is almost, yeah, you're probably at 21-inch cabinet here. So that's good because now you have cabinetry on the side that you can open up. And you could actually put one on each side, and you don't even need one on the center if you don't want to. You just face it and then decorate it.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of people in this carrots. Do you ever see the trash cans pop out?
Yeah.
So that you have a handle here and it opens like it just kind of swivels. So you can put a trash can on this side. It's great for when you have trash cans rather than having them under the sink and stuff like that. You can put a trash can here and then close it. Just ideas.
But I'm getting a lot of good ideas out of this house.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, she's.
So you guys got any questions about anything you've seen so far?
I have a question. In this house, were the ceilings popcorn originally? You had to smooth them, or they were already?
No, everything is gutted.
I was gutted completely.
Yeah, completely.
New drywall.
New
Down to the
drywall.
studs.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Your clientele, what type of individuals do you think would purchase?
Okay, first thing, I don't build more than 250,000 ARV because I'm looking at for the millennial buyers and those who are like retired, who wants to be in a small houses. But mostly, my buyers are first-time buyer. When they get it, I love it here. They don't even take a look at, I love it. When you fall in love in the house, you don't care. You don't have to inspect. I love it here. That's my buyer, millennial buyer. So,
I have a question.
yeah.
What is your rule of thumb about how much you spend per square foot?
Great question.
You can have 40,000. It depends what you're going to put up. You can spend 50,000. It depends. You can spend. But if you're thinking that you can get as much money, because people, they love it really, really nice. They don't like any more the same houses as they see every day.
I think the question the answer you're looking for is, what's the cost per square foot that you spend on average? That's a difficult question to answer.
Yeah.
It's a range.
Because every rehab is completely different. You could say, hey, I'm going to gut this whole thing and spend $60 a square foot, 65. Okay, but her prices could be different than what you're seeing out there in the marketplace. So she may say, I could do it for $50 a square foot, and you go out there and you have somebody give you a quote for $75 a square foot. So that's a difficult question to answer.
But in general, 50 to 70-ish?
Yeah, but that's a big range.
It is a big range.
That's a big range.
And I think that's what he's kind of looking for.
Yeah, I would say how many have you done? How many have you done?
Me, no.
Okay, then I would count on 60 to 65, probably more on the 65. If you're going to gut it, $65 a square foot, because you're going to make mistakes and you're going to waste money. So you might as well have that built in.
Okay.
Always put a contingencies in every project.
Right.
Set aside a contingencies, 10,000, 15,000.
Yeah, here's my biggest thing is when you're new, everybody wants to do rehabs, and that's great. The reason I tell you to go find somebody that's done them is because they can keep you from making mistakes. Not little mistakes, but big mistakes. Giving the contractor too much, not being on site enough. I mean, there's so many things that you could, and it doesn't take very much to waste $10, $15, $20, $25,000.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't take a lot.
Open the door.
Yeah, it's warm in here.
Yep. We had the doors open, then somebody shut them. So yeah, you can leave them open.
Open the door, because what happened is
It'll give us a breeze through here.
Yep.
I have another question. So
Please.
to piggyback off what you were saying about determining how much you're going to invest versus how much you know you want to pull out, are there any like certain things that you've been putting, like especially in this area, the downtown area, are there certain things that you're like, this is a must-have to get X, Y, Z out?
You need to know what people are looking to buy. They want a big island, you know. Nowadays, buyer wants a big island, so you need to put that there, you know. That's why I don't take a look at 900 square foot. Some are offering me 800. What will I do with that?
You're gonna have to blow out the back or go up?
1,200 up square footage in order for me to design it better.
Well, even those little houses that you just mentioned that you normally wouldn't want, do you ever buy those small houses and add on the square footage?
Yes, add on the square footage, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people pass them over.
Yeah.
Which is a great reason where you could get them cheap.
But the thing is, you need to take a look at also how much they're selling on that on that race, because adding a square footage is like 200 square footage. You might spend like, how much is that?
How much per square foot to add on for new construction to add on like a couple hundred square feet?
It can be anywhere from 120 to 150.
So did you hear that? Because you were asking about square footage.
Yes.
Rehab square footage versus new construction square footage. So if you're adding on new space, like you're popping the top or going out back, it's new construction costs.
Yeah, and when you're looking at that number, you're looking at foundation, electric, plumbing, all of that included. So if you're adding, for example, like take this deck. If you were going to take the deck off and add structure to it, put a foundation around it, then I would go anywhere from 100 up to 150, depending on your contractor.
Yep. So a lot of investors are finding these little 2-1s and that nobody really wants, and buying them cheap, and then adding the square footage, turning them a 2-1 into a 3-2 by adding the square footage.
You know, and I have some advice. Like I said, I keep coming back to this. If you're brand new and you've never done it,
don't add the square footage.
I'm telling you right now, don't add square footage. In fact, don't do a full gut job on your very first one.
Yep.
It can be your last one.
Go do something that requires paint and carpet and a new kitchen, or paint and carpet and a new bathroom and a new kitchen. That's it. So don't go in and say, okay, I'm going to redo, change the structure of the walls, the ceiling, the new. That's too much for you on your very first one, because you will
end up flopping.
So maybe something more like the one across the street.
Yeah, but if you're going to do that, change the facade of the front. Put a little gable on the front of it to give it some.
But a lighter rehab.
A lighter rehab.
You're talking 30 to 40 rather than, 80 to 90.
This is a lighter rehab. I've seen this. They never got it at all. They just painted it. They added one bathroom, and that's it. They changed the roof, shingles.
Now, your fireplace over there. Can I ask a question on your fireplace over there?
Yes, ask lots of questions.
That is not a true flue, right? Is there a flue up there?
No, it's electric.
Right. I was going to say,
this
is just, and for those of you that are looking at this is a great idea. This is not an actual fireplace, meaning.
Is it for looks?
Yep.
No, it works.
Does it actually put out heat?
Yep.
It'll kick out heat.
Kick out heat.
This is not a flue.
Yeah.
This is not an insert, is what I'm saying. This was built out.
It looks like
it's very shallow.
It's like a flat screen TV almost.
And it's very shallow. Okay.
And this one, they can also turn this one into a flat screen TV.
Right.
I was going to ask, where do you put the TV?
Up. You can just,
it gets bolted on the wall in place of this clock.
You should be able to, is this the?
But I've been seeing these a lot lately.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot more of these. Does it turn different colors?
You're not turning the heat on, are you?
Like this will turn different. You can change it so that it turns different colors.
There is only 100 plus in Amazon.com. It
looks good.
It looks good. It doesn't cost much, but it added something in the house,
So you're saying you can change those flames to different colors?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if this one does, but a lot of them you can change to go green, blue, red.
So what is that? It's not real flames. What is
it? I mean, it's a gas.
Yeah.
Or it's electric. It's electric. But it'll kick out heat.
Yeah.
Neat.
I don't know that we want to turn it on, but
no, we don't.
And this
Not
one,
enough here as it is.
this one is my design. I always, if you see all this LED light, I always have design in all my houses. It's either sun rays from that point or that point, they go together, or it's either mid at the middle. All my houses have this, all this kind of LED light, you know. Yeah. The other house, they have this sun rays here, and then sun rays there. So they meet it like this one.
Very nice. I like the.
So when you turn on at the evening, when you take a look at like that in the evening.
Very nice.
Yeah. And then my faucet is LED with color. This one.
Nice. So it's blue when it's cold, it's red when it's hot?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, give us a tour.
Yep, okay, this is the second bathroom. I don't use any more traditional. I use panel shower.
All right, so let's take a look at the shower. She's got the tile backsplash. Big tile here on the sides. The nice rain head shower, which may light up. It's also got the bathtub. Got the LED lighting.
I gotta close it here.
Got a nice.
Yep.
Got a
Close
towel closet here.
Yep.
So you can see she's putting the finishing touches on it as we speak. Getting ready to punch it out.
Is this going to be with a shower curtain or glass
It
doors?
depends on, you know, shower, just leave it like that. It depends on the owner or whatever, you know.
So she's going to probably have a curtain, leave it for a
Yeah.
curtain, and if they want to add a glass door, they can.
Yeah.
All right. No medicine cabinet.
This is, yep. This is another room.
Now they're going to trim this out.
Yes. They're going to trim this out too, everything.
Okay. That's part of her punch out she's doing.
Yes. And then we're going to the other room.
Nice ceiling fan. So this is one of the other bedrooms.
Yep.
You're good.
What's the brand? Is that a, and I hesitate because I know I'm on a hot mic. Is that a big ass fan? That's the name of the brand.
Oh yeah, big ass brand. Yeah.
I think I just bought at Lowe's. You know?
But they have big ones that are.
But
like
they
it's a
have.
brand name called Big Ass Fans,
Yeah. And that's a style that they have.
and they're big.
But they're
So this is the not.
Other.
This is not the master,
No, not yet.
but it is a nice bathroom. I like that blue tile. That looks
Yep.
sweet. She likes the blues, and I do too.
That is the floor that my wife wants, but only in a black or a gray.
Yeah, I saw the tile. Nice shower head. Where do you get the shower heads?
Amazon.
Amazon. Any particular brands you like?
It depends on how much you.
Yeah, so
That
you-
is like with a massager, you know.
Yeah, so you shop the sales. She's got nice staging, the blues. Same type of
Is there a
faucet.
master?
There.
On the other side.
Oh.
The other side. The master bedroom is not yet finished.
Very nice. Yeah, looks good.
Ah,
Some of the staging.
get my number, 808. This is,
Hey, you're my.
yeah, not yet.
I gotta go catch
This
up
is
with these guys.
jacuzzi. Jacuzzi with a shower. And this will be a shower enclosure. This is a panel shower too.
Okay. She said, okay, now that makes sense.
Are you
All right,
gonna
I
put
caught up
glass
with them.
doors there?
Yes, shower enclosure, jacuzzi, and then with a shower, combine it together.
Wow, so the shower's gonna be that big?
Yep.
Well,
Take-
it's a tub and a
Tub.
shower.
Yeah,
in the
but
shower.
that's something you don't see every day.
Yep.
Not for this size house.
And then this is the panel shower that goes there, the same as like that one.
Right, so check this
And
out,
this
guys,
thing-
for watching this home. This is part of the shower.
Yep.
This is gonna be a big glass door, but then you walk into the shower, you can step into the jacuzzi tub. That's not something I've seen lately.
Yep.
And then there's the built-in.
Yep. Candles, wine, romantic.
Yeah, no doubt. It's huge. You could throw
Yeah.
a party in here.
This
And
is-
this is the same type.
Panel. Yeah.
Same type of shower head we
Shower
just saw
head.
in the other 2 bathrooms.
Yeah.
So this is going to be really nice and big. Got another little niche here. So you get 2
Yeah,
niches.
these 2 niches.
All right. You
And
got
this one is this is the toilet. Actually,
I was wondering, like, where's the toilet?
here. It's sitting here.
So that hadn't been installed yet.
So that's where the
Yeah.
toilet is, right there.
So this is the cabinet for women or whatever, but this is a beveled mirror.
What?
Beveled mirror on both, all of that. Beveled mirror.
On the inside?
Here.
Oh, you're putting the mirrors.
Putting a mirror, yeah.
So she's going to mount mirrors on the
Mirror
doors.
beveled up to 8 by 70 beveled mirror.
Okay, cool. That's nice.
This is a sheetrock or whatever, you know.
Oh, that's the sheet.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be the master
Shower and
restroom.
Yep, the panel shower.
This is going to be closet space.
You're gonna have a glass door?
Yes.
His and her closets, and she's putting mirrors on these doors.
Is that the toilet?
Yes, it is.
808-397.
So this is the linen closet versus his closet for him and
Yeah,
her.
he's-
Are you going to put mirrors here too?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
All of that are all beveled mirror. And this is my barn door.
Yeah, nice barn door. Yeah, I like your staging. You did a nice job. Nice design on the window coverings.
Yeah.
It's only like half the window, which is kind of cool. You don't see every day. Trade the ceilings.
Yeah.
And we were just checking out the barn door. So everybody's just networking, having pizza. I want to get Don and you 2 together, and then we'll kind of wrap up the video, and then we can just kind of network. Hey Don, can you step out on the deck? We'll wrap this thing up, and then we can just network.
Is this your dog?
Yeah, I'm flipping with my dog, Decca.
Oh, Decca. That was Becca. Yeah, Decca. Is she a puppy?
Yes, he's 1 year old.
Just checking out the
He's got a
puppy.
bowl of water down here.
Yeah, I stole one of your bowls
Decca.
Yes.
to give him some water, give her some water.
Oh wow.
All right. So we're just going to kind of wrap things up. Any closing remarks you'd like to make for the folks watching from home?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Ladies
Go
first.
ahead.
for those who are going to the flipping business, I would suggest that you need to pay attention with the toilet and the kitchen.
Yes,
Because that sells fast. When you have a nice toilet, when you have nice tiles, don't put the traditional brown or like 8 by 8, 12 by 12. No, don't put that.
Yep.
You know.
Kitchens and baths always sell the house.
Yeah,
so-
kitchen and bath always sells the house.
And I like the deck.
Yep.
You
I
know.
like the deck.
Well, the thing that helps sell any house quickly is a complete package.
Outdoor, you know.
Meaning you have outdoor space that's finished and accessible and able to, use it and get an idea of how it can be used rather than just an open space. And the inside that's finished and staged. And I highly recommend anybody that does this, you got to stage everything.
What'd you think of her staging?
I thought her staging was
She
great.
did it herself.
That's great.
Thank you.
I like the blues.
So I have a question which I didn't get a chance to ask you. How much did it cost you to stage this? And do you own all this stuff?
Yes,
And you
I-
put it in storage?
Okay, this
Or
is
move
my
from house to
style.
house.
All the house that I stage, I bought new furnitures.
Okay.
And after it sells on the stage, I sell it.
You sell it. Okay.
You sell it with the house?
Yeah, someone will buy it. And then other ones, I just put it in the Facebook.
So how much
Someone
did you spend on the inside of this house for staging?
say, maybe 2,000. You know.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, because that's what it cost us to stage using somebody else's stuff.
Yes.
Oh, you just buy.
Well, this is, I can tell you right now, she didn't spend, this is $1,000
Yeah,
right here.
$1,000.
At least.
Oh, I know.
At
I was
least.
shopping for
Exactly, me too.
Yeah, this is
so I know for a
mine.
fact.
I spent only that because this came from my house, you know. That one, but this one, all of that all of that will go with the buyer. All the seating, you know.
Right.
Yeah, we'll
The
go with
buyer
that.
will buy those separate.
No, I mean this is.
Sell with the house?
Yeah, this
Some
is
of the stuff she's leaving with the
she's leaving
house,
with the
but if they
house.
want to buy the furniture,
furniture they can buy it.
she'll throw that in for
Yeah,
Just
whatever.
like the
did stuff
center
in-
blocks there, that's there already.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about those.
You're talking about the furniture.
If they like it, they can have it. And then sometimes I told you, after I stage it, I sell it easily.
Right.
Well,
Easily.
the nice thing is you can use that as a negotiating tactic.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, you want the furniture a couple
Yes,
grand.
I know. That's what
you
I'm
know.
saying.
So,
That's
yeah.
why me and
Miss
Donna
Maria,
do
it comes with the
buy
dog, right?
furniture
Yeah,
store
yeah.
in our warehouse, but then Dustin said all the moving it,
Right.
taking it out.
Yes.
Well, it'd be nice if you just move them house to house
That's
to
why,
house.
because I
Sold
don't
the
want
house. I want it
to
sold
rent
the house.
someone and then rent a car to move out. I sell it 20%, all the furniture, 20%. You know, you don't need to hire some stagers, you know. You can do it yourself. But then every time you see how many posters that I put in the Facebook, all of that furniture in all the houses that I built are all gone.
Yep.
They pick it up,
You
you
can go to
know.
IKEA and buy.
You know.
IKEA, what's that?
You can have everything.
Home Goods, yep.
Wayfair,
Amazon.
High Needle, Amazon. But you need all of these have different prices. You need to if you see the same seat, you go to Hay Needle, Walmart, and then you see the different prices.
Yeah.
You go with them. That's
Yeah.
what I go.
Home Goods.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
I don't just go because I love it. I need to see the prices which are lower.
Yeah.
You know. eBay, Amazon. You know.
So Don, you got any closing remarks?
No, I think she's done a great job.
I do too. I'm impressed.
You know, that, I mean,
Look at the
you-
other
you've
house
used the-
also. You know.
you've
Yeah,
used a
I was
good-
comparing the backyard of that one to this one and how much
you've got a
nicer
lot of
this
good
one is
use
with
of
this
your
deck.
space inside there.
Yeah.
A lot of good use of your space.
Yeah.
And it's very functional out here. You know, I mean, you have that's low cost,
Yes.
Real low cost.
but it's functional and people will like that.
Yeah. And this is free.
Yeah, how much does the fence cost you in labor and material?
I think it costs like 5,000.
5,000?
Yeah, to fence that all,
So with this fence right here,
you know.
it goes around the front as well.
And
It has
then
a gate out
you
front.
buy the lights in eBay. It costs like 128 for 18 pieces, compared with $4 selling in the store, you know. 18 pieces for that solar lights.
She's talking about these solar lights
Yeah,
that
the
cap
solar
off the
lights.
fence.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see everything, you know. You can find a deal.
They have these online that you can attach them, but they're lights that shine down. They're not on top here.
Yep.
Right, they shine
And once one kicks on, they all kick on in
Yes.
sequence.
Very cool.
Very cool.
So you walk out of here and one of them kicks on and they all kind of turn on, and then they all turn off.
It's kind of neat. Are they wired together? Or?
They're wireless.
Huh.
It's weird. I have them in my backyard.
Motion.
Like
It is a motion thing, and how they they transmit their solar, and they transmit to one another. It's really cool. I haven't figured out how it works, but
I've seen
it just works. Like I put, yeah, because I don't have power on that side of my house, so I put all those up around my fence. So when the dog's out there, it's like Fenway Park.
All right, Don, wrap it up.
All right. Well, thank you very much for inviting us in your home.
Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to see my products and what
Yes,
I'm doing.
great.
For those of you that are here on the back porch, give her a round of applause.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Those of you that are home watching, I want to remind you, if you're interested in learning more about this, come check us out at PPG, Property Protege Group coaching, every Wednesday. Check the website. Tomorrow night is at the
City of
Lights, 3125
Presidential Parkway. It's 6:30. We're moving it up to 6:30.
We're moving up to 6:30. So,
But always check the calendar if you're watching this replay. It's at atlantareia.com/calendar and see when the next PPG is scheduled. We do one out in Beaufort as well, and that starts at 7. So always check the location and the time we're starting. If you'd like to drop in on one of these meetings, we'd love to have you. Thanks again, Maria, for having us. Fabulous job.
you, Maria. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And for everybody at home, don't forget we do this every the first and the third Tuesday of the month at noon. So the next one will be in October. We look forward to seeing you there. Thanks again, everybody, for coming. We appreciate it. Have a good day. Take care.